Hi guys, how we going? Welcome! It's time for more Bungo Stray Dogs, episode 8 today. I'm looking forward to jumping into this one. I was told, so if you don't know, I'm always a week ahead on Bungo Stray Dogs episodes. So when you're watching this episode, I've already watched episode 9 if you're watching on YouTube, because I post them 1 week ahead on Patreon. So because of that, you know, my YouTube comments, I'm always a little bit behind on what people are saying. But anyway, I wanted to say that because people told me that the last 2 episodes, episode 6 and episode 7, were actually like based on, like, they weren't part of the main story of Bungo Stray Dogs. They were like a sort of side story that was in a light novel or something. And that they sort of like brought back to kind of be filler episodes in this season. So because of that, they're a little bit different to the main story, and I think also because of that, like, Atsushi doesn't do anything in the whole 2 episodes. He's just standing around because he wasn't in the original story that this was adapting. So interesting. That is interesting to know, and I actually kind of like that. I mean, you guys commented it after episode 6. I actually kind of liked that I found out, like, that I read those comments after I'd already seen episode 7, because then, like, I sort of took those episodes in normally from the story, but it's cool to like look back at it and go like, oh yeah, it is interesting, like, that this little story was kind of different feeling. But I didn't, you know, it felt like it was relatively smooth at the time. But also something that is nice about that to me is I enjoyed those episodes. I thought they were fun and solid episodes. But also, like, if people were saying like that was a side story, that wasn't part of the main story, that kind of excites me, because I'm like, oh, what's the main story then? Like, if that was the side story and it was a solid enough side story, but that's like a low bar of what to expect, like, it's raised my expectations. I'm hoping to see some stuff that's very cool in upcoming episodes now, because, like, I thought in episode 6 and 7, I thought like, oh, now we're starting to see what the show really is. And as soon as I think that, people are like, that's not part of the show. So maybe now, starting from episode 8, we'll start to see what the show's main story really is like. I'm not sure. So yeah, we're gonna jump into this and see what it's like. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. I will say, Bungo Stray Dogs fans, you guys have been pretty awesome. I love when I come into a series like this, where it's like clearly they have like very dedicated fans who are dedicated, but also they just want to like share their love for the show rather than like be condescending about the show, you know? And like, there are different fan bases for different shows. I do a lot of videos here on this channel. I interact with a lot of different fan bases. I always get so excited when I find a certain group of fans who are really dedicated about certain shows. And I would say, like, you know, like some of my fondest memories are from my Legend of Korra reactions, because people who really love Legend of Korra generally are just really excited when they find someone else who loves Legend of Korra, you know? Like, they're excited to be able to talk about the stuff that they like about the show rather than having to defend against criticisms of the show, you know? And I'm feeling that energy from Bungo Stray Dogs. Not necessarily that they have to defend against criticisms, but just that this is like a group of people who they love this show, but also not that many people talk about this show. So finally, there's like a space that they can talk about the show. So please, you know, feel free to gush about the show without spoilers or hints, of course. But, like, you know, you can be like, oh my god, I love this episode because blah, blah, blah. Feel free to do that. I do love, even if I don't always, like, you know, respond to comments or like your comments or whatever, I do like there being that positive attitude within my comments. And yeah, and it's also nice sometimes. It's nice to have comments of people saying like, hey, I love your reactions, and like, oh, it's fun that you're engaging with these characters, rather than what you know, you usually get when doing videos like this, which is you missed this, you got this wrong, like you weren't paying attention during this scene, you know. But so far my Bungo Stray Dogs comments have been so incredibly nice, and I love when that happens. It makes me so much more excited to watch a show when I know that there are fans out there who are really passionate about it, who are being very nice about it as well. So thank you, Bungo Stray Dogs fans. I really appreciate it. Now let's jump into this. This is episode 8 of Bungo Stray Dogs. You can get next week's episode on my Patreon account right now. Let's jump into this. Here we go. What are you looking at? What can you see? Is that a girl? Do we have another girl in the show finally?
For someone or something?
I imagine, since
I'm
he
pretty
said
sure
girl.
this is where I... Oh, look, she blinked.
Is she someone we know?
Can I help
Oh,
you?
probably not, since
Found you.
I thought this could have been a flashback. Oh?
This doesn't look good.
What the fuck? What? But also, she was touching Dazai. Should she have been able to use her power there? What's going on? Let me turn on the air conditioner. I'm heating up. Oh, the girl was there. I saw her in the OP. I haven't really looked at the visuals of this OP. She's there again. I haven't looked at the visuals super closely, which is good because I don't want to be spoiled. But I don't mind seeing like hints of characters to come. You know.
And I can't find him at home either.
He's probably floating.
Did he get
down
kidnapped
some
by
river
that
again.
girl?
Maybe he got him. My guess is he's off with a woman. But
I think he's off with a
He's
girl.
been attacked by the Port Mafia.
To avoid death approaches nightmarish proficiency.
After all,
Better of him. Yeah, but still.
I'll go look into it.
Huh?
Junichiro.
Oh,
Are
cool.
you feeling better now? I didn't know what to do when everything happened. I'm so glad you're all right.
It's all thanks to Dr. Yosano's treatment.
Of
Yep.
course. How many times?
How many times what? Did she kill you? Did she whip you?
4 times? That's
Or
a
did you
lot.
come?
Atsushi, make sure you never get injured, okay?
Okay.
Sense when danger is coming your way. For seconds from now.
She's
Dr.
here.
Yosano. Good
Hello,
morning.
darling.
Are you hurt anywhere?
No, I'm fine actually.
I'm hurting.
Darn.
I wanted to see what you
know, I
do.
need some. Looks like you're the only one around.
Huh?
They all fucked off.
They knew this.
We get to know more about Yosano. Good.
Dr. Yos.
Here's the girl again. You got a feeling from her?
Can't you see this is a custom-made suit imported from Europe?
I'm sorry.
Are you hurt?
Don't touch me.
Hey,
I'll be superiors. So, where do you work?
Whipper.
You a
Him,
waitress?
I mean.
Maybe a receptionist? Something a little more specialized.
How about
huh?
you go fuck? You just said don't touch me. Yeah, break his hand.
I'm a doctor, but notice you have 2 arms. That's one too many, I think. Shall I for you?
Teaching them to kill, then to die. Well, you broke a guy's arm, but he deserved it. He was being a tool.
About what happened earlier.
Aw, that's nice,
Your
Atsushi.
packages really took a beating.
By the way,
Oh, don't break his leg.
Here it comes.
such a beautiful leg.
Oh.
When you and Tanizaki ran into the Port Mafia, his were-tiger form did this instantly?
Is there a problem here?
Nah.
Oh my
I was a
god!
little disappointed I wasn't able to treat
The
your
way the
wounds,
leg
but be on the lookout,
bounced.
Atsushi.
Testing. This is your conductor speaking. We apologize for the
Uh-oh.
inconvenience,
What's gonna happen
but we
here?
will now be conducking a minor physics experiment.
Oh
The
god.
topic?
So, without further ado,
Oh,
please
God.
sit back and enjoy.
You guys had to do this on a train where Atsushi and Yosano are. Oh my god!
We've rigged enough explosives in the front and back cars to blow everyone sky high.
Jesus.
Can you hear
Show me this guy's
Subject
face.
Atsushi. Unless you
Oh.
surrender yourself, all of these
They
passengers
specifically
will be
were
meeting a
aiming for
glorious,
this train.
untimely death.
What should we do?
Option 1, turn yourself in.
Nope.
Option 2, with as many passengers as you can and escape.
Maybe.
Option 3,
Kill them.
I'm gonna guess beat him up.
Yeah.
you got it. All right, Atsushi. Let's split up and look for the bombs.
Is
I'll
Atsushi
take
gonna
the front car,
do it?
and you go take the rear. Terminate them.
Like, is he gonna be doing the lion's share of the fighting, or is she gonna do half of it or more?
Train with... That's audacious even for the Port Mafia.
Yeah.
Seems to this.
Oh, a lemon grenade. Cave Johnson did this?
To bid you a warm welcome, my lady. And
Well, he says milady. He is a
sad
villain.
goodbye as
Oh
well.
my god. I'm hoping and imagining she heals herself.
Women are so resilient these days.
Women have always been resilient.
Yeah,
In
that's
my
true.
opinion, who in a place like this? Motojiro Kaji.
Motojiro
Despite the
Kaji.
secret, responsible for the recent Mars and building bomb incident, which killed 28
Lemon
civilians.
Neural hypoxia, the sudden slowing of the pulse, lactic acidosis.
Oh my god. Who does he remind me
It's like
of?
a glorious symphony of physical transformations.
Someone that I don't
Silenced by
like.
the big sleep. Can you describe the color of your own blood?
Why don't you see for yourself?
Alright.
Remove the bombs. All of these people will die.
He legitimately uses lemons.
Hey, don't go
Does
that
is
way.
there a
It's too dangerous.
is there a book called Lemon Bomb
Please go back
by
to the central
Motojiro
car.
Kaji?
There's an
Kaji?
explosive in this direction.
Oh.
Hey,
You're someone random I walks past on the street.
Ability to annihilate anyone who interferes with your mission.
Demon Snow ability? Is that different from Light Snow? Izumi Kyoka. Okay, got like a samurai stand. Oh god. Oh! You need to find a way to wolf yourself. Tiger yourself, I mean. Oh, Jesus. You really need to tiger yourself.
My name is Kyoka Izumi. I'm an orphan, just like you. I like bunny rabbits and boiled tofu.
Aw.
I do not like dogs or lightning. I've killed 35 people in
Damn.
6 months with the Port Mafia.
I love her voice.
Why is death itself irreversible? Why are all humans resigned to it?
Interesting.
You don't even know the answer to that? I have to say, I was expecting more from the Port Mafia.
You want me to believe?
Yes, make fun of him more.
Private
The simple reason for that. You're just an enormous idiot.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what. You don't need me to tell you this. But
Oh,
I'll give you a recap. How's it feel? I'll be waiting.
jeez. Oh, oh. Look, we finally have an episode with some women in it. Don't kill them off.
And all because they had the misfortune of being on the
On the
same train
with
as
you.
me.
Yeah.
That is your karma, Wertag, bound to cause only misfortune to those around you.
Get out, you good for nothing.
The world would be a better place if you just die in a ditch somewhere.
Unless you save them now
Worthless leeches like
and use your power to save them.
Even alive.
It was a stupid idea, but I couldn't seem to shake it off.
Okay.
If I could save them,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be enough?
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Do it.
Even if you can't save all of them, the more you can save, the more value your life
I'll
has.
prove that I deserve to live.
Yes.
Sorry. I can't do that.
All right. Let's see. Is he gonna activate his Were-Tiger ability
It's too fast.
at some point?
If only I was able to use my ability.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you can.
Let's see.
Oh! Yes! Go fuck yourself, dude.
I was hoping you'd fly a bit further. Kill me. Now then, which side did I just hit you on?
I think it was this side. Why do you ask? When I left you, you were nearly dead.
Despite how I look, I'm a doctor. I've seen more death than you can imagine.
Is she gonna
Allow
step
me
on
to
him in a
answer your
second?
previous question.
I will kill anyone who does not venerate life.
Wait.
Oh, nice.
Agency's physician. You're Akiko Yosano, aren't you?
Yep.
My side. It's able to heal any type of injury.
Heal any
This
type of
includes
injury.
my own wounds, as you can
Nice.
see. It only works when the injury is fatal.
Oh.
So terribly inconvenient.
Oh.
I need to bring my patients to the brink of death.
Wow.
My.
How interesting.
Aren't you, little boy? Would you like me to treat you?
Oh my god. That's a really interesting power. So she like actually hurts them more to make their injuries fatal so she can heal them. Oh, and he uses power. Oh. Oh, cool. Just one arm in the were-tiger form. I like that.
My name is Kyoka Izumi.
Yeah, I know.
I've killed 35 people.
I know. I was listening.
Their throats were slit by demon snow.
Oh, God. Don't
Why would you do this?
blow yourself up.
What are you?
According to this sorry sack of meat here, that bomb has a remote detonator. One mistake trying to defuse it, it'll explode.
Mm-hmm. Come on, girl. She's just some child soldier. Oh, but she did give it. Why? What if that was the explode button?
Press the button, Kyoka.
It was.
World to fear us.
Gotta take that bomb off.
Oh my
How much
god.
longer do we have?
No! Who's this girl? I know who she is. She's Kyoka Izumi.
By the voice on her cell phone. She's not able to control her own ability.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to kill anybody else ever again.
Oh, come on! Don't kill this character that I just met and like. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! Yes! He saved her! You fucking legend, Atsushi. That's like the first time I've been really impressed by Atsushi. I'm glad she's alive. Oh, he's out. Aww. Now you take care of him for a bit. Aww. Oh.
No matter how fierce, are you the player or a lowly pawn
Does
to be
I?
used until its own?
Shit. Shit. All right. Throughout this episode, I mean, we finally, like, I've been begging for it. I've been asking for an episode where we get some women, some girls, some female characters. And I mean, like, you know, not that we haven't had them, but like I want them to be like a bigger part of the story, you know. And I know people have said they're not gonna be a major player in the story, but still, you know, I'm gonna be watching these episodes and taking whatever I can get, honestly. And so, like, I was really glad that it seems like, you know, the person we're following this week and getting to know this week is Yosano, because I've been wanting to know more about her, and she was awesome this episode, and I'm very glad we got to know more about her. But also, you know, the episode was based around Kyoka Izumi as well. And I like this, you know, I like this little bit of a character that we saw, which seems to be like, she has a power, Demon Snow, and the power, you know, she's kind of being used. Like, it's like she has this power, and I think it was Akutagawa through the phone, right? I know we saw him with the phone at the end, but like it was him the whole time, right? And Akutagawa, like, he, you know, so it seems like he's been just using her power. You know, she's just a pawn to be used. And so basically she's just been like the knife that stabbed a bunch of people, essentially, even though she herself doesn't want to do any of that. And so like this idea of like her saying her name and like saying things about her, like she likes bunnies and whatever and doesn't like lightning or dogs, like her going through these things about herself, is that just like her trying to keep any semblance of her identity intact as possible? Like she's like, I don't want to be this murderer. You know, I will still hold the, because she still says like I've killed 35 people or whatever. Like she's still like holding that on her shoulders. You know, she's not ignoring that she's been used for that many killings, but also she's like, but here's, you know, the rest of my personality that I can hold on to. I can hold on to my likes and dislikes and all of that, you know? But still, I need to carry the weight of the people that I've killed throughout this as well. Regardless, it's very sad, and I'm really glad that Atsushi was able to save her, because I really thought as soon as we started to see, like, as soon as we saw the bomb on her, I was like, oh, she's just a 1 episode character, and they're gonna make us care about her the second before she like ends her own life. And I was so sad about that prospect. But it's cool that, you know, they use that as a chance to give Atsushi a proper hero moment, which I think is needed at this point, because like we're 8 episodes in. And I mean, in the previous 2 episodes, as people said, Atsushi didn't do anything because he wasn't even in the original story that those episodes were based on. But like the rest of the story, Atsushi hasn't really done that much either, which is fine. Like, I get why he's not really doing that much. But at the same time, like, we're starting to, as viewers, go like, well, when's he gonna do stuff, you know? Because we know he's the protagonist of this show. They've been focusing it around him constantly. So why? What is gonna be great about him that we're gonna be able to watch? And so, like, giving him this little hero moment, he solved this problem on his own is great. But I mean, I love Yosano. She's great. I mean, like, she's got that kind of like yandere energy, which I'm not like necessarily a massive fan of all the time, you know. But I do like it occasionally, depending on the character. You know, I like different levels of it. I think, like, the sort of like sadistic side of her, you know, I'm sure I could probably do without, but also I don't mind it. And, you know, look, at certain times I'm gonna be horny and I'm gonna enjoy it, you know. Like, that's just the way the world works. Some days I might enjoy it more than other days. But yeah, but I do like her character a lot. This episode was dope, and I loved seeing her fight this fucking obnoxious lemon guy. You know, it seems like the show's had a few like one-off villains that have been like really obnoxious and up themselves or whatever. I wonder if that's gonna be a theme. We're gonna see a lot of those. Like, if we see someone like absurdly smug about something, they're just gonna be like a 1 episode villain we're gonna take out eventually. But yeah, I mean, he had like his power was lemon bomb. Like, so what a weird. So is there a book called Lemon Bomb? We gotta look this up. We gotta look up a book called Lemon Bomb. There's Lemon Balm, which is like, that's not a book, but Lemon Bomb book. Short story. Okay, Lemon is a collection of short stories. Oh, so Lemon, not Lemon Bomb. Unless, excuse me, I'm hiccuping. Oh, okay, no, it is. He felt an unchanged. Okay, so I'll just read the whole plot. The protagonist, who has diseased lungs, is tormented by strange anxiety all the time. He lost his interest in the stationery store, Maruzen, music, and poetry that he'd been interested in before. He only continues walking around aimlessly in Kyoto. In one such incident, he visits a fruit shop he likes on a regular basis through Teramachi. There were rare lemons placed side by side. He bought one lemon he was interested in. The coldness of the fruit in his hands was just right. By the way, spoilers for the short story Lemon I'm reading out right now. The coldness of the fruit in his hand was just right. After that, he felt uncomfortable, and even though he stopped by his favorite shop, Maruzen, he began feeling uneasy. He felt an unchanged feeling of dissatisfaction, even though he looked at the usual picture albums that he used to like. He put the lemons on the pile of illustrations. Then he imagines Lemon as a time bomb and the works of fine art flying out of the Maruzen shop. He enjoys the excitement of the idea of blasting a lemon as a time bomb. He was satisfied with what he had done in the end. Interesting. What a strange short story. I know it will certainly have like a lot of analysis you can do to that, but yeah, interesting. So I wonder, like, the writer of Bungo Stray Dogs, I wonder like, are they just like incredibly into literature, where they're like, oh, I can't wait to, you know, like, I know all of these different authors and I can't wait to make a thing based on all these different authors? Or is it like, now, you know, he probably is kind of into literature, but he also now is like, well, now that I'm into literature, let's try to find some extra authors and writers out there, and then whatever. Also, like, is this the sort of thing you need to get permission for? Do they need to get permission before they use someone named Kaji Motojiro? You know, like, they start to use a character that's based on a real life person. Do they have to ask someone for that? I mean, I know that was from like 1929 or something. So, like, I guess that was 1924. So at this point, it would have just entered the public domain 2 years ago, which, I mean, this was probably, Bungo Stray Dogs, this episode was probably written more than 2 years ago. So I'm not sure exactly how that works. But that's only for this story, not the guy, Motojiro Kaji. So is it, like, cool for you to just, like, name... I don't actually know the legality of it. Is it cool for you to just, like, name characters whatever? I mean, I guess, you know, if I made a show and called a character Tom Cruise, like, is there actually a problem with that? Because I could just be like, yeah, I know there's a Tom Cruise in real life. This is just a different guy. But also, his power is named after his power is named Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, it's a coincidence. Could I do that? I don't know. Got no idea. Oh, but also, we should talk about Yosano's power. So I knew it was Thou Shalt Not Die, right? And so I was like speculating what I thought her power was. It's so much more interesting than I thought it was. It's that she can heal any injury, but the injury has to be fatal. It's really interesting. So, like, if you had, like, let's say you had a finger chopped off, and let's say you had a black eye, right? So theoretically, if you wanted to heal those two injuries, you can't just stab them in the heart. This is what I'm guessing, right? Based on what she said. You can't just stab them in the heart and then heal their body, right? I'm guessing, because when you heal their fatal injury, you just heal the stab in the heart, and that's it, right? So I'm guessing what you have to do is if they've lost their finger, you go, all right, I'm going to cut off their hand, you know, like, or cut off enough of their arm that they would bleed out and die. And if that happens, then you can heal the whole arm, you know? With the black eye, maybe you literally have to keep pummeling him in that eye, or cut out the eye. And then you heal that injury, and so it'll just return to full health. So, like, when they said how many times before earlier in the episode, is it like how many injuries did she have to make worse before it got better? You know, how did she have to, like, do 4 different, either cutting off your arm, or because, like, now, like, yeah, I can see why people are like, I don't want to be healed by Yosano. You know, it's like, that's not worth it, because that's fucked up. That's a real, but also such a cool idea for a power. Really, really interesting. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that before. That's really cool. Anyway, That's Bungo Stray Dogs, episode 8. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, early access, and exclusive videos. You can get next week's episode of Bungo Stray Dogs on there right now. Check out my Naruto reactions. Check out my Jet Watches One Piece channel. Please go check it all out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.